Ya ntwana vele lapha mawubheka bengisebenzisa i-iPhone yami so bengiyifaka la ku-stand.
Despite the government shutting down social media, footage of Equatorial Guinea's former director of the National Financial Investigations Agency, Baltazar, chained while taken into police custody and being taken to Malabo Central Prison, where he will stay to await his judgment, has surfaced. The father of 6 is still under investigation and being accused of corruption and embezzlement of several billion CFA francs. This comes after he recorded 400 sex tapes with several married women. After the shocking story went viral across Africa and is currently trending globally, the government of Equatorial Guinea quickly shut down the country's internet to prevent the further circulation of Baltasar S.tapes to the rest of the world. According to a reliable source, the 54-year-old married man has been doing this for a long time, and the 400 tapes in his mobile phone and gadgets are just the tip of the iceberg. Incidents where he might not have recorded the act allegedly could be more than the tapes found. Baltasar Engonga has also been fired as the Director General of Equatorial Guinea's National Financial Investigation Agency and replaced by Zenón Obiang. Since the married man brought shame to his country, which prides itself as one of the richest countries in Africa, just like its former leader, people are worried that Baltazar might be tried and executed. Who leaked the videos and how did the government fail to stop the S scandal from spreading globally?
Uhlaba 400 boy, straight live wire, without any interference.
Hello guys, it's Tico here for African Glitz.
Equatorial Guinea is a small country located on the west coast of Africa, yet it is one of the largest oil producers on the continent. Since beginning oil production in 1995, it has become one of sub-Saharan Africa's biggest oil producers. The country is made up of the mainland region known as Rio Muni and 5 islands, the most notable of which is Bioko, where the capital, Malabo, is situated. As a former Spanish colony, Equatorial Guinea has a gross domestic product GDP of $10 billion, making it one of Africa's wealthiest nations, with a GDP per capita of $34,865. It stands out relative to its population size. However, despite being one of Africa's fastest growing economies and a major oil exporter, the country faces significant challenges with poverty. Over 70% of the population lives in poverty and more than 40% live in extreme poverty. Reports indicate that this situation is largely due to corruption and institutional weaknesses. Equatorial Guinea is the only African country with Spanish as an official language and one of the largest oil producers in sub-Saharan Africa. The capital, Malabo, is on the island of Bioko, while most of the country's landmass is on the mainland. There is no real media pluralism in Equatorial Guinea. The government-controlled radio and TV broadcaster is the primary source of news. However, online media outlets such as blogs have developed in recent years, providing news that partly escapes government control, which could be the reason why Baltazar's sex scandal got out and went viral out of their control. President Obiang Nguema is Africa's longest-serving leader and has been in power for over 40 years. In 1979, he seized power from President Francisco Macias Nguema, whose rule prompted a mass exodus and thousands of deaths. The former leader was tried and executed. The new president relaxed some of the restrictions of his predecessor, such as a ban on the Catholic Church, but kept the absolute control he inherited. He seems intent on continuing the dynasty, and his son Teodoro Nguema Obiang, who is vice president, supports all his moves. Following the scandal involving Baltasar Ebang Engonga, the former director of the National Financial Investigations Agency, the government took decisive action. Initially, they suspended the head of national security. Subsequently, shutting down the country's internet, restricted citizens from downloading and sharing S.tapes on WhatsApp and other social media platforms. On Monday, November 4th, after the news broke, the country's Vice President, Teodoro Nguema, announced on X that the government would order the immediate suspension of all civil servants who have had sexual relations in the offices of the ministries, as this constitutes a flagrant violation of the Code of Conduct and the Law on Public Ethics. The government also issued directives to telecommunications companies instructing them to implement measures to limit access to the inappropriate videos. The government suspended all civil servants found to have engaged in sexual relations within ministry offices. After installing cameras in all government offices, the Senate has also passed a law to regulate public officials' behavior and social media usage. The government warned that any officials involved in the scandal would be suspended for good. The government added that it cannot continue to see families break up due to this sex scandal. This is not the first instance of S.tapes featuring civil servants being leaked on social media. However, the situation has escalated dramatically due to the high visibility and reputation of the officials involved. According to TVGE, a state-owned television in Equatorial Guinea, Mr. Engonga's S.tapes were leaked by some unknown officials after Baltazar, popularly known as Bello, was remanded in custody at Malabo's infamous Black Beach prison over embezzlement of public funds. According to a reliable source, Baltazar's undocumented escapades are also in the hundreds, and the government is doing everything to manage the humiliation it brought to the country. Sadly, they couldn't control some of the videos as the footage has gone global, putting the least populated African country of 1.9 million people on the world map for all the wrong reasons. Born and raised in Equatorial Guinea, 54-year-old Baltasar Engonga is from a wealthy family. The married father of 6 is the son of Baltasar Engonga Ejo, the current president of the Economic and Monetary Community of Central Africa, CEMAC. This could also explain why SEX God became the Director General of the National Financial Investigation Agency after his studies. After SEX videos involving him and numerous women, including the wife of the Director of Presidential Security, the Attorney General's wife, the daughter of the Director General of Police, his godfather's wife, his workers and colleagues, even his bodyguard's wife, his pastor's wife, his own younger brother's wife, his uncle's pregnant wife, and the wives of several ministers, including Minister Oburu, all without protection. The unbelievable scandal circulates beyond the shores of Africa and is now being discussed worldwide. Despite being a member of Equatorial Guinea's prominent clan, President Teodoro Obiang had no choice but to dismiss Baltazar from his official duties due to the shame it brought upon the country. Obiang has worked for over 40 years to build and preserve the nation's reputation. On November 4, 2024, Real Equatorial Guinea's official newspaper reported that Decree number 118/2024 dismissed Mr. Engonga due to alleged misconduct in office and family and social behavior considered incompatible with public office. Anatolio Nzang Nguema, the chief prosecutor of Equatorial Guinea, assured citizens that if medical tests confirmed the economist had a sexually transmitted disease, he would be prosecuted for endangering public health. Since Baltazar's escapades went viral, many believe it has helped draw attention to Equatorial Guinea. Some are now considering it a holiday destination as the country is rich in natural resources and has beautiful beaches. One social media user wrote, "I was planning to go to South Africa for my holiday, but I think Equatorial Guinea looks amazing, clean and beautiful. I'm going to visit there instead." Another added, "We are aware of its existence, but Obang the Banga boy has helped to place the country in the spotlight. He banked the bells of publicity for his country and should be rewarded." Another added, "Someone who slept with his younger brother's wife and his uncle's wife is who is goated. There is no level of reprobate behavior you people won't celebrate, as long as it's a man enacting it." Reacting to Bello's arrest, another added, "Main crime was division of funds. They were investigating the crime when they fortunately found the tapes on his hard drive. I guess he was using the money to carry people's wife. Another added, please note that they did not arrest him for that videos he did though, but for diversion of funds. Tell us guys, what do you think about Baltazar's arrest? Do you believe the government has finally found him guilty of fraud and embezzlement? Given that his father is also a powerful man in the country, do you think his influence will save his son? Finally, do you believe the government of Equatorial Guinea and his son are taking the right action to stop the further circulation of the S.tapes, especially by shutting down social?
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.